Hello everyone, I'm Havoc and this is Factorio Space Exploration. We are back on Mars still, trying to finish our build to get cargo rockets just made for us and sent off. So we're looking at a few things. We need rocket control units made for both of these. So let's figure out what we need for rocket control units. Using our factory planner, we're going to need blue circuits, something we haven't made just yet, but it's not that hard to do, and then batteries, the other things I already have. So, blue circuits are going to use greens and reds. We should just plop it right down in this area by doing something along the lines of that. Yeah, okay, there's nothing but reds on that belt, so the fact that they doubled up onto the other side should not cause a problem. Had to check that real fast. Uh-oh, what did I do? Mistakes were made, but they were not. So, blue circuits. We're going to need sulfuric acid for this. And we're also going to need sulfuric acid for batteries. We should probably make batteries relatively nearby to this as well. Batteries are going to require us to use a chemical plant. Copper and iron need to go in there as well. We also need glass up here. We're going to have to make accumulators and solar panels. Accumulators will take some of the batteries. Where is that at? Right here. Yes, batteries and more iron. That's going to take a little bit of everything. Okay. Interesting. Now, we just need to get sulfuric acid up here. And sulfuric acid is going to take... What page is this one on? This page? Yes. Water, sulfur crystals, and iron. I already have sulfur crystals right here. I'm going to be bringing iron for this into this area, so I can just make batteries, or excuse me, the sulfur right along here, and that's going to be made in one of those chemical plants. Well, you're not going to make batteries, you're going to make sulfuric acid. And then we need to take the blue circuits out of here. We can just underground. It's going to be very, very slow, so I don't have to worry about a vast power source. No, you are going to make sulfuric acid. I need to pump water into you. Offshore pumps? Somewhere? Possibly? Right there. Okay, gets us water, sulfur crystals, and then iron. The sulfur crystals we can just do a small little split to get it to here. Are you within range? Oh, I could shift everything here over by 1, and it will all be within range of this beacon. And I think that's what I want to do. You're still going to be making blues. And then, where did it go? I picked it up. You're gonna make batteries. It's the same deal. Just shift it over 1. I'll just leave the pipe, the offshore pump where it's at. It's not a big deal. But now everything here is hit by the beacons, the speed beacons, and I can just put productivity modules in them all. Got to think for a minute there. There was a reason I didn't have that placed there. So what are we lacking? Iron. We also need iron and copper on this. So what we should do is a split belt of iron and copper. So this is pretty much it. There we go. Now we just need to sneak that down in and along here. And I can grab off of it for each of them right there. Haha! Sneaking everything in where I can. That gets me blue circuits. And batteries, for that matter. We need to take batteries out of here. Okay. Now, does this produce? Oh, it produces faster than what I need. That's good. Okay. Here's what we need to do. Rocket control units. Everything is right here except for glass. I need to bring glass probably underneath here. We have reds, blues, everything. This is supposed to be rocket control units right here. So, can I sneak... Whoa! Can I sneak the assembler right here in this little spot? And then simply offload. Now, that would mean that we can turn this. I don't know where else we might need blue circuits. But I know they're going right in here. Red circuits are as well. So can we shift this down one? Absolutely. That allows me to pull off of there, get blues and reds, batteries. Iron is right here. You are going to filter. No, if I filter, it'll take only the iron out. It's going to have iron and copper on it, even though we're only going to be taking the iron off of it, and that's fine. Then I simply need to bring batteries up here. I need batteries for what are they called? Accumulators as well. So we may have to figure out something for that. Also, I'm running out of regular fast inserters. I don't have any more here in storage either, so there's no sense in trying to continue to use them. Now, glass. And there's rocket control units. Alright. That's everything for this one. We still need to get glass up to here and some of these things. Solar panels should probably be made right here beside this. Solar panels and accumulators. Accumulator, solar panel, because this is the only spot that these are going to be used at. So we need a little bit of iron and batteries. The batteries come up to here. And then I think what we're going to have to do is sneak the batteries around somewhere. This is too big to underground past, is it not? Yep. Okay. Then it looks like the batteries will just come up the other side, maybe, because I don't really want to link it all through here. Now you're talking about iron. Does this take iron? No, this takes steel, which is fortunate for us. We have steel right here. Glass, copper, a little bit of everything. Where's my glass? All the way down here. So we need to split some to come up here. We've got to get iron split off. Running over to here. This needs glass, copper, and green circuits. The green circuits we're going to have to I guess I could break them off, bring green circuits up this way beside the glass. We are getting into it deep already, just redesigning everything. Okay. That sends green circuits up here. I could probably put green circuits and glass on one line. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Like so. That way I can just bring them straight in together. And I don't have to worry about two additional belts. It's just one additional belt. Now we just need copper up here. Oh, and that makes this even a better idea to combine those two, because now I can just split off copper right there. Now that's everything that it needs. We just need to get batteries up to here for the accumulators. That's also very simple, as in I can just branch here. Send a few batteries that way. So now, oh, you need glass yourself. Where do I have glass at? Right here. Alright, we're gonna swap this around a little bit. Looks goofy, but it does something for us. And that it gets glass down to this. Rocket control units will eventually make their way to the space capsule. Now we need solid rocket fuel over here going into this. We also need rocket fuel going into here. You're going to be made from the solid rocket fuel. Now, I'm going to want to beacon this. Can put it back here. I might end up needing more than one of these. So what we will do is drop the beacon down out of the way so we can expand these as necessary. And I'm picking up batteries that I don't want. And let's move some power out here. Speed modules. Okay. So now I want my cargo rocket fuel, solid fuel, to come up through here and then come around to this somehow. I think that's how we're going to just sneak it in. Which means we will want to underground this again. Now we just need to get the solid rocket fuel over here. Which there's a line of it right here. Perfect. Just run that out. Wait a minute, I have a better idea for this. And that is, put it in here. You're going to priority output to the left. And I have a good reason for that. And the reason is, I don't want it to all go up here to our space capsule, which we only need one per rocket when I need to fuel this thing up. So I want it to be making fuel first. And then if this line is full, it can go around and up. Okay. How quickly does that make fuel? Actually, not too bad. It'll be faster than we can make cargo rocket sections with one of these. Maybe I didn't need the beacon, but that's okay. Do we have this thing beaconed? Because you seem to be the choke point right here. Let's see if I can sneak a beacon in. Because I need what, 4 per minute? What are we getting now? More than 4 per minute. Which is good because I actually need more than 4 per minute because I have to make a space capsule every now and then out of it. But we're getting cargo rocket sections. We're getting fuel. This will eventually get what it needs to make a space capsule, which means that as of right now, all this needs is time in order to run and produce us a rocket. Now we need to get our resources into the rocket, and I think it's just going to be one of these flowing in, and this is going to need some logic on it. This is going to need to only be activated if a rocket is built. So the enabling condition is cargo rocket is greater than 0. And this is our resource that we have been producing. Now, I don't know how balanced this is going to be, so what I'm actually going to do is add a little bit of room for there to be some problems with balance and it not just destroy everything. Because the whole reason everything else stopped is we backed up on this. Now that wait, why are we gathering? Was there a meteor strike? I guess that's what happened, so they get a little bit of this ore on them. Oh, y'all are slow moving. I don't have another roboport out here near the edge, which is probably why they are moving so slow. They needed to charge a while ago. Alright, let's just drop one there, in case that were to happen again. Also, there is a coronal mass ejection heading for Forge Hammer, but it's 15-something hours away. We've got time to get over there and prepare for that. I don't think I have an umbrella there or enough power to protect it, so something we'll have to look at. And I noticed I didn't have radar vision up here, so we'll just drop that. Now this thing can just run. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are making our rocket incredibly slow, but we're making it. So what are we? We're waiting on glass. So that's a good thing to see there, and that is that we need to change this completely. Alright, the moment that this backs up, these will stop consuming all of the stone, and the stone will all travel down here to be processed into glass. So what that tells me is that I have entirely too much in the way of producing in the stone tablets. But if I reduce this down, these are going to back up. This is going to fill up, and it is balance taking out right now from all three of these. Eventually that'll run down to just the one, and I could come back in and change this to just one output that I then branch off of. Because we are only using 2, and we're not even fully using them. 2 belts. Yeah, you absolutely chew through glass with these low density structures, which is a good thing that I have a very short belt of them over here. This needs a ton of glass. How many? Oh gosh, it takes 50 solar panels. That's killing our glass. Like I said though, the good news is that this only has to make one, and then it sits and it doesn't make any more for a while. It'll actually make a second one to sit in its inventory, but it won't grab it out because this one will already have it until the rocket leaves. Same thing with these accumulators. They'll build up once they have enough, and then it will stop making more. Okay, so it's just the glass that's a problem. These are backing up and filling up. It's just a matter of time. Wonder how we're doing on plastic and sulfur. Okay, those aren't nearly full, so the thing that I'm worried about is the balance on this because I haven't tested it. I am making everything as short and as low buffer as possible to make it as easy to balance as possible. The only issue is going to be maybe the output material, such as the cryonite up here backs up, and then we don't have enough to finish a rocket. That's why I added several extra storage, and if I need to, I'll just keep adding more out here. Because this holds 500. Each one of these holds 512. I thought these were smaller. Never mind. Yeah, these are a little bit larger. I'll have to keep an eye on it. If I need to, I can just straight mine stone. Yes, it's up here. To supplement and just have it as a extra little bit here. So everything is going to make glass now, right? Because this is all backed up. Good. And that gets everything moving again. Thank goodness. I'll have to keep an eye on this and see how it balances and whether or not I need to make some changes or if it's fine with the differences that I made there. So we may actually even have to gut and change this area slightly to do increased glass production because we need so much. I probably could have noticed that just by looking through here. Yeah, because I don't have the solar panels and I don't have the accumulators on here. I'm missing a few of the requirements for this to build. Well, I have them somewhere according to this. Oh, it's just showing them down here. I didn't click to add them in. Hold on, how do we get rid of this? 250 per minute. Oh goodness. And that's excessive. Yeah, but that's just to make these at full speed, which I don't need to do that. So it's not a problem. I don't need the space capsules made at full speed. Alright, well that's a good sign. The glass is backing up into here. It's a very good sign. I don't necessarily need to rip up my blueprint and remake it. Oh, I can productivity module this stuff. Okay, well that's going to absolutely change the game plan there. Where can I sneak a beacon in? It's not going to help with this one. Possibly rework this little spot. Let's see. So if I drop a beacon right here, underground to there, I can do that. And then you'll still get everything you need. But we can speed module this thing up. That only affects these two though. Does not affect this area. So is there any other way I could possibly do this and fit a speed module in this area to speed these things up? I'm thinking there most certainly is. And that is to simply remove the need for it to come from down there altogether. I had to pick that up because it grabbed a pump out of there. Now we can divert the steel straight ahead. That gives me the room that I need to drop down one of those. Can you take productivity? You can take productivity modules. You're just not moving fast enough. I'm waiting on batteries. So, should I add more in? Most likely, yes. I think, because I've already got this beaconed. Yes, it's already beaconed. It's just not fast enough. But that's only because we're building so many accumulators. I might need to add a little logic here so it does not do an internal buffer whatsoever. Oh, you can't. You can't read what's inside of here. What a shame. That's right. Okay. I was going to have it not grab anymore and put it in here because you see it's stacking all the way to 100. And then it's going to make a few in here. I guess I just need to let it run. It's not the end of the world. It is functioning. We will have a rocket. It just might take a couple of hours. And we'll come back and look at this later. However, we have a completed blueprint. It's functioning. We have a rocket being built, and once it's built, it'll get a space capsule eventually. That thing's going to take forever to build. But once it is built, it'll be great. And we'll be able to automatically send out to, let's see, we need to pick where it's going to go though, and then send out the cryonite rod. But we're going to have to let this run for a while. But we did it. We have a setup. As spaghetti as it looks, it's absolutely glorious. But we have a setup that automatically makes this for us. So I'm happy with that. It probably could have been done much better with a bot setup. The only issue that I have with that is that some planets have a whole lot more bot interference. Let's see, what is it called? Yeah, robot interference, which is the wind and whatnot, and destroys robots much quicker than the main planet Novice, which has 0. So I'd have to constantly replace robots in that case too. And I would rather avoid that if at all possible. Right now the robots only function if something gets damaged or something is out of the normal. This whole setup runs without robots, and that's intentional. But If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button. I do appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all next time.